King Edgy here, bringing you another Gen 1 video. In this particular video, we are reclimbing the ladder. That's right, we've fallen from the top spot. We're picking up where we left off. We got up to 3rd place in our last video, and now we're looking to maybe move into 2nd place for this video. So let's see what happens. Clefable versus Dugtrio is not our favorite matchup. Clefable isn't that fast though, so I'm going to switch out and let Nidorino take this Blizzard that I expect. Oh, it doesn't even do a 3rd. Well, that's pretty nice. Now, Nidorino often knows Double Kick. I'm not sure if Clefable or if Versab might think, oh, go and Double Kick here and switch out into something that resists Double Kick, like a Bug type or a Ghost type. But we don't know Double Kick, so no problem. I'm going to go Blizzard, and we're going to cross our fingers for that freeze. Didn't get it. Ooh, Clefable knows Psychic. Oh, unexpected and terrible. So we'll go Hypno here. Hypno's a little bit faster than Clefable, which is nice. Hopefully it can put it to sleep, or at the very least put something else to sleep. So earlier this week, or I guess last week maybe, the game changed because they got rid of bugs, Magikarp. By bugs, I mean the useless bugs like Metapod and Caterpie. And now it changes the game because you go for sleep right away now, right? You don't say, oh, actually, maybe I'll hold off on this sleep because he might switch into some garbage mon, right? Now you're like, oh, okay. Doesn't have any real garbage. And of course you can still pivot to Arbok, for instance, say, oh yeah, I don't want Clefable to get put to sleep, but Arbok I don't care about. Alright, let's anticipate the... Sorry, I was caught mid-thought there. I was going to say, I expect the Hyper Beam, and if I expect the Hyper Beam, I could go out into Pinsir and get a Swords Dance off. I think that's what I'm going to do. And just hope he has no fire types, right? If he has a fire type, we're in trouble anyway. If he doesn't, he's got Paris. That's not a problem. Right? Let's go, Pinsir. Too good. Yo, let's go, Pinsir. You can take this too. Let's go. Too strong. What a guy. That Pinsir. Whew. Look at that attack stat. 538. Dang. Alright, so Tentacruel is faster than us. And we'll end Pinsir's reign here, I expect. But we can try it anyway. Yeah, I was going to say, sometimes Tentacruels have Hydro Pump instead of Surf, and so none of their moves is 100% accurate. We can go Electabuzz here pretty confidently, and with Electabuzz, we can go... Thunderbolt. Wow, it doesn't even do half. Come on, Electabuzz. Also Tentacruel, right? A real beast. So we'll try to lower his special. That's why we switched to Psychic there, just in case. And then we'll go back Thunderbolt. He didn't switch out to anything, so you feel like he doesn't have a ground type. He probably doesn't have a grass type. Clefable comes in again. And now I think we're okay to let Electabuzz go. But I'm curious. I'm hoping Clefable only has special attacks. That Thunderbolt is Clefable's fourth move here. And so Electabuzz can take a hit, dish one out, and then Dugtrio perhaps can finish it off. That's close now. Oh, he stayed with Psychic. Oh, but got the crit. Okay, now we have to check out how good Clefable is. Hypno Psychic doesn't knock it out. Dugtrio's Earthquake doesn't knock it out. Blizzard does a lot of damage to us. That's what we have to weigh. Farfetch Slash does between 35 and 41. So Farfetch Slash does take it out, and that's what we're going to go with here. We're going to just trust that we win the speed tie and just slash. I think that this is our play. And I think that because Dugtrio is so fast. Oh, he missed the Blizzard. Let's go. Very lucky. Alakazam. Well, with Alakazam last, we go Hypno here. We're just going to go for the paralysis because... Oh, whoops. Yeah, 100% accurate moves can still miss in Gen 1. Pretty funny. But we can actually probably just outlast this Alakazam with Rest. It's kind of a boring strategy, but he's only got 14 Psychics, and Psychic is doing 12%, plus we know Rest. So we can probably just outlast him if he doesn't get a lot of crits or special drops. And we can try to lower his special too, which will be nice. But the great thing is both Farfetch'd and Dugtrio know Slash, and because of that, they'll get crits all the time, and those crits will go straight through the Reflect that Alakazam has set up, so no problem there. I would say this match is pretty much over. Down to 11 Psychics. And Brisab might be realizing at this point a different strategy is needed. Maybe waste some PP. Maybe just hope that they get the special drops, right? Down to 10 Psychics. We've woken up. We're going to try for our own special drop on Alakazam. Oh, but we get a crit. It's nice. Special drop would have been nicer, I think, but that's okay. And we'll just keep going for it here. Once we get one special drop, we'll be in really good shape, because if Alakazam somehow happens to be able to paralyze our Farfetch'd, since its status will get altered while it's paralyzed, it will kind of redouble that paralysis, and so Farfetch'd will be faster than Alakazam, even if Farfetch'd gets paralyzed. If we can get that special drop on Alakazam, that's the key point here. But I'm not sure if at this point Brisab is realizing the endeavor might not be worth it. And I'm playing safe here by keeping Hypno out and just resting a bunch. It's not the most fun way to play. I don't love it, but it's the winning strategy in this case. Outlasting 9 more Psychics should be okay. Really, I only have to outlast 8 more, because once Alakazam has fewer than 2 Psychics, it can't possibly knock us out anymore. All 3 of our Pokemon, that is. You might have thought that I'd go for a switch there, but I didn't. And so now things are speeding up a bit. 7 Psychics to go. And we'll just keep eating these Psychics, right? Just keep eating them. If Hypno can eat 6 more, which it seems like it can comfortably right now. Hypno is a 5-hit KO, so 1 more rest should do it. And then we should be good to go in this battle. Improve a little bit on that ladder. And hopefully with 1 more win after this one, we can go ahead and take it down. Okay, we wake up. Here we go, we eat that Psychic. Our special drops again, okay. We got his special to drop, that was good. And he forfeited, okay. So that's kind of what we'd hoped would have happened maybe 10 turns ago, but We got it. No big deal. Let's search one more time. And while we search, just kind of analyze this battle. This battle was good. We made that huge play with Pinsir, right? The switch into the Hyper Beam, go for the Swords Dance. It was greedy play. If he had any fire types, we would not have done very well with it. The surprise twist, Brisab went Paris after that, which couldn't take a Hyper Beam. But I don't know if any of his could have. Tentacruel, maybe. But I'm going to check because... yeah, Hyper Beam at +2 does a minimum of 96, so 80% chance to knock out the Tentacruel. That was a tough situation. None of his Pokemon had particularly good defense. Clefable had a ton of health, but had already been damaged a little bit, and so Hyper Beam definitely would have taken it out too. So that was quite the play there. Risky, but it paid off. And Pinsir couldn't have really done much against a rock type either. So yeah, we got a little lucky with this team there. But this level 77 Pinsir, I love him. It's fast enough, 207, to get the job done, and he's strong enough to get the job done. Holy cow. Yeah, so he did work for us that game. That was really all Pinsir. And now we'll just get to wait and see. We also did get a little lucky with Clefable missing that Blizzard against Farfetch'd, but on the other hand, we got a little unlucky. Clefable hitting that critical hit on Nidorino, and I guess that was the only unlucky spot, huh? Yeah. So I guess it's reasonable trade, maybe a little more lucky for us. The Blizzard miss not that likely compared to the critical hit, but pretty comparable. And even if that Blizzard had hit, unless it froze or was a critical hit, we still would have saved Farfetch'd by switching into Hypno for Alakazam, and then been in pretty good shape. So things seem to work out. Oh yeah, Clefable also woke up first turn from that hypnosis. That was a little lucky. Alright, so pardon my rambling there. It's all done for now. And we are on to our second battle here. And we've got Gastly versus Bulbasaur. This is tough. I am not sure what to do. Bulbasaur is going to go for a sleep move. I feel pretty confident about that. And the question is, do I let Gastly get put to sleep? And maybe you're thinking, that's crazy. Gastly is so good. But I'm thinking, well, even a sleeping Gastly is pretty decent. It does what it needs to do. It doesn't let normal types attack it. The reason that I'm not sure if that's the play I want to make is that switching into a water type could be okay since I have two water types. The only thing is, if for some reason Bulbasaur decides to go for Razor Leaf, then it doesn't work out. But I think I am going to go out to Squirtle. Get Squirtle put to sleep, come right back out to Gastly. So that's the hope. Thing that's nice about Gastly, can't get body slammed if Bulbasaur decides to do that. If Bulbasaur decides to Swords Dance, it's no problem. If he decides to go Razor Leaf, again, Gastly can eat it pretty well. So we're going to go Confuse Ray here. And the hope is that he stays in and hits himself in confusion a whole lot. No, he goes Onyx. Okay. So Onyx is now confused. That's fine by us. Onyx is crazy weak, so can't really do a ton. And we'll hope that he switches out and we freeze whoever switches in, because we do not care about this Onyx one bit. Ho! That's what I'm talking about. We called that one a mile off. Great job, us. And now we can... Oh, yeah. See, this is why I was thinking, like, oh, maybe Gastly could get put to sleep, because what are you going to do to Gastly? Nothing. I'm not even going to bother to confuse. I'm going to go straight for Nightshade. Yep. And that's fine. And now I think it's just going to explode. So I'm going to go Squirtle and hope he explodes. He doesn't explode, and he gets a critical hit. Oof. That did some damage. Alright, so we're going to go Seadra now, because he definitely won't explode this turn. He doesn't get the crit, which is nice. And we're just going to go for the safer Surf. Onyx is gone, so there goes one threat. But look how good Gastly is. Bulbasaur can't touch Gastly. Pinsir can't touch Gastly. Kangaskhan's frozen. Gastly's great. That's the moral of the story here. So Bulbasaur probably going to go Razor Leaf again. Gastly doesn't mind that too much. Now, don't get me wrong, Gastly doesn't love it, but it's okay. The thing that's kind of nice is that if he switches out of Bulbasaur, Gastly's still really fast, right? So we're kind of hopeful that Gastly's the fastest thing on either team right now and can just kind of do its thing. Ooh. Turns out I am pretty glad that I did not sacrifice Gastly to the sleep. Just because it outputs, look at that damage, come on. Gastly, so good. And I feel like, yeah, I mean, I just feel like Gastly wins, right? That's game. Gastly's just too good. We're going to make sure to save Gastly. I think Gastly does go down to a critical hit Rock Slide here. So we'll just switch out to Gloom. And yep, there you go. The forfeit comes through. So 2 matches up, 2 matches down. We had wanted to get to number 2 in this video, and I don't think we are there yet. So we'll try one more. And as we search, we'll just kind of reflect on that battle. That battle was just Gastly. That's it. We did literally nothing and had Gastly, so we won. So very sorry there, anonymous trickster. There was nothing you could have done. You could have had the game of your life and still lost because Gastly just destroyed your team. Gastly did turn out to be the fastest thing around, but our Arcanine was also faster than his whole team, so pretty good stuff there. Pretty good team. And we'll just continue to hope that we get good teams. When you're this high up on the ladder, really sad to end up with a bad team and then just know that you've lost right away. Right? That is tough. That is a tough situation. So, oh, and here we go. Our team equals not that great, not bad, but not great. Haunter versus Crabby. Haunter's got a huge advantage because Haunter can Thunderbolt or Mega Drain or Hypnosis. I think regardless, we go out into Sand Slash. It can eat the Thunderbolt. It is hurt by Mega Drain, but Mega Drain's so weak, and if it gets put to sleep, that's okay because it still walls electric types. So we'll try it and see. But Crabby is really sad to see Haunter here. Really sad to see that Haunter. So let's see this first move. It is Psychic, so a very smart move. The thought generally being like, oh, he might have a ground type that I don't want to Thunderbolt into. Seems good. If this player is that clever, will that player let Haunter go down to a single Earthquake? You gotta feel like the answer is no. So you gotta think a switch out is coming. A switch out into what? I'm not sure, but something that can take an Earthquake. So I'm gonna Body Slam. Is this insane? Is Rock Slide safer? Rock Slide's a little safer. So Rock Slide. Okay, it's Goldeen. Body Slam would have been the better play, but we don't mind that much. We don't mind that much. We're going to go back into Crabby, because Crabby can handle... Whoo! Crabby cannot handle it. Crabby cannot handle it at all. And I don't know if this player is going to switch back out into Haunter, right? Obviously, it's a good play, but they think we won't go for Body Slam. I think that's what they're going to think. We're not going to go for Body Slam because we have Haunter. Yeah, here we go. Get that Body Slam and get the paralysis. Let's go. Now what? Now do you go Haunter? Maybe. Crabhammer is pretty safe because this Goldeen could use agility, but I don't think it will. But it might. But I really don't think it will. So Crabhammer will put Goldeen in range for Clefable, for Dragonite. It should be okay to Crabhammer. Now, does he agility? He does! Wow, okay. So now our play is Swords Dance, because it'll negate the agility. Because Goldeen is paralyzed, if I improve my stats or lower Goldeen's stats, that paralysis kind of redoubles. So, dang, what a bummer. Okay, no big deal, no big deal. A little sad, though. We'll go Clefable, and we'll go Thunderbolt. Can't really switch out Goldeen at this point because it's paralyzed, and so switching it back in just means it'll be dead. So hopefully it's fully paralyzed, and we get the knockout here. Let's see. Okay, great. Ooh, always scary to see a blizzard. You never want to get frozen. And now who's going to face Clefable? Clefable is pretty good, right? Well-rounded stats and tons of health. It's got like the special and defense of a Poliwrath, but kind of switched, right? So plenty of good stuff for Clefable. It also has a moveset that's incredible. It knows Thunderbolt and Blizzard, which Ice and Electric covers all types. There's no Pokemon in Gen 1 that resists both Ice and Electric, which is pretty great. And then when Magneton gets the Steel type in Gen 2, it starts to resist. So we're going to go risky here. We're going to go Sing and hope it hits. But it misses. And so we'll go for it again. Dang. Jigglypuff used Blizzard. Sorry, I skipped the second half of that animation. But really wanted to put that Jigglypuff to sleep. I do not like it. And it's just killing us here because we can't get it to sleep. We'll try one more time. I know, I don't know. Okay. I was falling into the trap of Sing, right? Which is not good. Now we'll Blizzard and freeze whatever he brings out, if in fact it's anyone. But Clefable is still strong enough that doing 34% damage to it in one attack is no small feat. Might not happen. So we've got Jigglypuff here. We're going to keep using Blizzard, see what happens. And potentially the nice thing about revealing Sing is that this player might think once Clefable's gone, I'll have nothing else that can put anyone to sleep. But in fact, I do. I still have Haunter in the back as a fast sleeper, which is nice. Snorlax comes out. We use Blizzard. It doesn't get the freeze. That's okay. We're going to save Clefable. Hope that Snorlax uses Hyper Beam. And now we're going to knock Snorlax out with Counter. Boom. Phenomenal. Really, really nice. Really, really nice. Primeape's very fast. Now that's at level 77. It's exceptionally fast, right? 222. So it's faster than Haunter. And if Haunter wants to come out, it'll knock us out with Psychic, but we can do a good bit of damage to it with Rock Slide before we go. Especially if it's a crit. Ah, bummer. That's okay. Alright, so Clefable comes out now. And we're going Thunder Wave. We don't think he knows Hypnosis, because if he did, we feel like Haunter would have... Oh, we're wrong. That's totally fine. Right? That's totally fine. Is that fine? I think so. Oh, it's no longer fine. Wow, wow, wow. That was bad. Wow, that was really bad. Okay, so now we need to go Dragonite. Just don't lower our special. Come on, man. Okay, we need to sacrifice Sand Slash now. Oh, nope, he goes Thunderbolt. Okay, well, we still need to sacrifice Sand Slash now. That was really unfortunate. The critical hits and the special drop. I'm just checking out Haunter versus Haunter real quick. Because if we could have one-shotted him, then that would have been pretty good. With Psychic, we cannot. And he can two-shot us, so it's very dangerous to go out now. So we're going to go Dragonite, and we're just going to Thunderbolt. It'll put Haunter in range for our Haunter Psychic. And that's going to be our play. Man, that crit and special drop, that was tough. I don't know what we're going to do now. We kind of got to hope that his last two can't really touch Haunter. That's what we have to hope. So let's see. We could also hope for the critical hit paralysis with Thunderbolt. And that would be pretty good. Come on, getting the special drop again. Get out of here, dude. Okay, some quick thinking here. Does it make sense to sacrifice Clefable and then hope for the speed tie? I think it does. So here's my thought. We've got this situation where we're going speed tie and he's going Hypnosis. Hypnosis is 60% accurate. That means there's a 30% chance that we get put to sleep this turn, right? 50% chance he wins the speed tie, and 60% of that time. So we can go Psychic. We can hope that we go first and just knocks out this Haunter. Or I can just play the odds here. I think only 30% of the time do we get put to sleep. That feels like good enough odds to go Haunter here. Oh no! Oh my goodness. I don't know why. I saw the 52 and I was thinking 52 was the minimum damage that it did instead of the maximum. Oh, what a huge mistake that was. Oh my goodness, what a huge mistake that was by me. Oh man. That's unbelievable. What do you do now? 50% of the time you just lose pretty much at this point. But 50% of the time you still win. No! 40% of the time. If he goes for Hypnosis and misses, maybe we have a chance. No, he just goes for Explosion. This was a miserable game. Jinx could miss. Not if it knows Body Slam. Or goes for Psychic. Why would I think anything else? Wow. That was terrible. That was so rough. Yeah, I don't know what we could have done there, but we're falling down that ladder now. Falling down that ladder certainly now. So we were third. I expect us to be fifth at this point. And that's where we'll end this one. So hopefully we continue climbing in the next video. And give me some suggestions or some empathy here. See you next time.